Funky. Hip
All right, y'all, here we are. So we're going to talk about something else, and this is going to be one that's going to be interesting. So will free agents go to the Lakers with Lonzo and Lavar being there? What you think?
I'll go.
What's your take?
I'll go. that might be one of them. I'll go.
I think that all depends on really where the Lakers are at. I mean, can it be a determining factor? Absolutely. But I don't think it's a determining factor if we're talking about money, if we're talking about your legacy, if you're talking about winning a situation. And if we're talking about, like, honestly, if LeBron James goes there, like, that's attractive to some other pieces that want to go there as well.
But would Lonzo be there? Because, like I said, will they be able to bring in a big name free agents with those two guys being there?
With Lonzo and Lavar?
I don't even think it's Lonzo. I think it's more the Pops. We just got to say the Pops.
It's a tandem, though. I mean,
it is.
As long as Lonzo there, his father's there.
But I think I do. But I think that act is starting to really wear thin, and it's a known fact that I'm a Lavar and Lonzo fan. But it's even wearing thin to me a little bit. But I think the Lakers are kind of taking control back of their franchise with certain things. They didn't invite the younger brother in for the summer workouts or anything like that. It's going to come a point where Lonzo's really going to have to tell, you need to tell your dad, like, you're going to have to distance yourself from your dad or something like that because it's really affecting your career. So I don't think it's a problem for that. I think if somebody wants to play in LA bad enough, they're not even thinking about LaVar Ball at all.
Leaf?
I have a question. Does LA still hold the same weight it did with the Magics, the Kareems, the Shaqs, the Kobes? Does LA still, like, damn, like, I think for you to get to that point, you have to win in LA. Like, what is Magic gonna say to a free agent that's gonna make him say, yo, draw that contract up? You feel what I'm saying? I don't think in today's society, you don't need to be on the Bulls, the Celtics, the Knicks, or the Lakers to make a name or make money for yourself. You don't need to do that. Yes, winning on the Lakers will get you bigger endorsement deals, but you don't really need it in today's society. So I don't think they hold weight like they think they do. And now to answer your question with Lonzo and his pops, to me that just makes it worse because most players might want to sign and trade, right? If I'm a GM or owner, I'm not taking that headache. I don't want those two. I don't want that at all. So how is that deal going to work out? Like Banks said, it's either the son is going to have to find a way to shut his pops up, or we're going to lose out on a free agent. Because if I'm a free agent, I don't want to deal with it. I don't know what this guy's going to go on Fox and say. He bashes coaches. He bashes other players. It's crazy. So
squarely looking at LeBron going there, I'm probably wrong, but I see no way that LeBron sits at a table and says, yo, and has a conversation with Lonzo Ball as his teammate. I'm sorry. I think Lonzo Ball is a part of a package, some type of deal. Send him somewhere, ship him to the wasteland.
You just called him Andrew Wiggins?
Yeah, basically. No, for real. Because that's what, think about it, that's what LeBron brings. If LeBron sits at the table and says, yo, listen, I like the kid, but I don't like his father. Yo, the dude talked about my kid, whatever. Out of here. You think Magic gonna question that? Nah, Magic is gonna figure out a way to get him out of there.
Real quick, remember when LeBron was going back to Cleveland? He wrote that letter of all the players he wanted to play with. Andrew Wiggins was not mentioned in that letter.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I can't.
And looking back now, the smart move.
I don't know. I don't know if LeBron says that, and it's not just about Lonzo or anything like that. I just think LeBron feels at this point like he could play with anybody, and is. I will say this. I think LeBron is at this point in his career where he might want to take a step back from possibly handling the ball that much.
No, I agree with you, but let me ask you a question, though. With the amount of media circus that LaVar created for himself, now adding LeBron to the Lakers, you know how much cameras is going to be in front of this man's face?
I got you, but do we believe LeBron has enough weight to say, like, yo, you like maybe even have a conversation with Lonzo or something like that. And he tells him like, yo, I really want to come to LA, but yo, your pops.
He can't control his pops, man. You know he can't control his pops. What are you asking this kid to do?
The Lakers can move him away from the team. Like, yo, you have no access to the facility. You have no access to anything.
He got access to social media.
He got social media and the mic, kid. Yeah. And that's really the problem. The problem isn't he is representing the Lakers. He's representing himself and the things he say you cannot control.
Yo, honestly,
Fox brings him Coward brings him up there, puts the mic in front of him. I'm going to give you 15, 20
honestly,
minutes.
I applaud certain things that he's done to not have his kids be kind of like utilized as kind of tokens.
Yeah, that JBL, I think is pretty dope.
But he's killed his kid's career, in my opinion.
But
I think he's killed his kid's
the young one is the last hope.
Yeah. Maybe. He's putting up some points, but again, who's he playing against, man?
But let me just go back to it again.
Fair assessment.
So I don't even think it's LeBron. I think if you get a guy like Kawhi Leonard is not willing to go there, if you get certain players that's not willing to go there, and Magic miss on this year, I think clearly they're going to have to move Lonzo off that team.
They traded D'Angelo Russell.
He might be a real hindrance to Magic's plan to try and rebuild that team, because Magic is trying to build it through free agency. Magic
is looking to do what you was just talking about in the last segment. And the Lakers, we can sit here and say the Lakers just made everybody playing at this table wrong, because they missed in the draft and now they could possibly miss in free agency. And then where do you go from there?
Right.
And that's why I'm sitting here asking the question, because the one thing that is glaring is what y'all brought up, the circus in La La Land. Do you want to go there for that circus?
I think it kind of, maybe I'm wrong, but I think it kind of died down as the season went on. I think the Lakers started, in my estimation, started taking back a little bit of control of their franchise in terms of they started keeping him away from the team and stuff like that.
Only reason
did he get hurt though?
Because
he went overseas. Remember, he went overseas.
Right. He went overseas and still badmouthing the coach while he was overseas.
But I did like what the Lakers did with the whole Kuzma and Ball diss tracks. Like, yo, y'all need to shut that down. Y'all making us look bad right here.
Gee.
That was too much.
Wait. But think about something. Look how that was blown up. Anything with Lonzo name attached to it is going to get shine. I think that was playful banter.
I don't think that was.
It is, but it looks bad on the team.
I got you.
But it's blown up. Right, it's blown up into something negative.
I got you.
At the end of the day, and that's why I said, was free agents going to want to go there for that?
These are chips, man. At the end of the trip, like, yo, number 2 pick Lonzo Ball. Let's hope he plays out. My 5-year projection is, yo, I'm going after LeBron next year. I'm going after PG. Yo, I got a tradable asset. I got Kyle Kuzma. Somebody's going to want to trade for me.
That's horrible, though.
I was just about to say, what's
2 point guards in the draft and hit and missed on both of them, potentially, because we still don't know what Lonzo's going to be at this time.
I don't think you think Russell was a miss? I know Mark.
It's a miss.
It took him a minute. It took him a minute. It's a miss in terms of the fact you drafted him number 2 and you traded him before his rookie contract is up. That's a miss.
But I think you gave up on him. I think you gave up because they went for the bright light to LA.
Right.
They went for the bright light.
What I'm saying, isn't that a miss then?
No,
that's not a miss.
No,
if you draft somebody number 2 and before their rookie deal is up, you say,
of course.
But I don't think this guy got it.
But hold on. That was my draft. It wasn't yours.
Okay.
Remember, your Magic stepping in. I was the guy before who drafted him.
All right. I'll give you that.
And the guy that drafted him before was horrible. Mitch Kupchak is a horrible GM. But you said something which is interesting, because would you consider Lonzo Ball an asset?
That was their line of thinking, is what I'm saying.
No, but I'm saying right now, at this point, do you consider
somebody's going to look at him that he has potential based off? He's only played 1 year. We haven't really seen.
Y'all are really looking at. Y'all really calling him a bum already.
I don't think he's a bum.
No.
I don't think he's a bum.
I think I'm not calling.
The problem is let me say this, because I said this when he got drafted. We was talking about him. His father makes the expectation even higher. And if I gotta deal with this headache, yo, you better give me 20 and 10 every night.
Hold on.
You better be a transcendent guy. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you what you just said. And then Magic threw the battery in the back.
Yeah, Magic did too. Because he was like, yo, I think we got the next great Laker. Like,
okay, let me just
number up in the rafters.
But let me ask you.
And the only way, let me just say this last one. The only way he can save himself from that is by getting LeBron and Kawhi. Think about it. That's the only way he can save himself from that and trading them away. And listen, I got back LeBron and Kawhi for that.
But let me ask you a question though. All right, you got a chance to get these two players, and you got to make trades, and you're the other team.
That's all about the ask.
Are you gonna? I want
Spurs ain't taking Lonzo.
I want Kuzma Randle. I want Kuzma Randle before I take Lonzo.
Philly ain't taking Lonzo. There's not a lot of pathways.
You say for a fact that Spurs won't take Lonzo?
I don't think
it's
that
franchise
will deal with the headache.
I also think Pop is that dude is like, yo, nah. This is not going down. I don't care what he says behind the scenes. In terms of anything that happens in this locker room, you not shut it down. I don't want to hear anything about any reports coming from the locker room.
Okay, I'm going to go right after you.
Last 2 summers, Aldridge, now Kawhi.
I got you.
That's what I'm about to say.
I got you.
You hit on it. I was just about to say, kid, that's not no.
But nah. What I will say about the Spurs is, I mean, you're talking about an asset in terms of the number 2 pick. Maybe you don't think he's that good.
No. It's not that I don't think he's that good. That's not my point.
I'm talking about player development and stuff like that.
But I'm not talking about that.
Mark, I understand what you're saying. I'm trying to make a point.
Do you see him as an asset?
In terms of the Lakers, maybe the Spurs see. Maybe Pop says I can. This is a stretch, but I can see me molding this guy into the next Tony Parker.
I'm not saying no to that. What I'm saying is, do they want to take on Lavar? To me, the problem that doesn't make him, if his father wasn't involved, I would say he's a clear asset.
Right.
But the fact his father is involved, it takes away from him being an asset.
The point I'm trying to make about that situation is, if hypothetically, let's say Pop says, I can make this guy the next Tony Parker. I can fix that shot. I can make this guy a great point guard. And you know what? And what I see in my head 2 years down the line, I could deal with this clown while I do what I think I can make with this kid. Is that a possibility?
That's a possibility, but I would say I got Murray. I don't need Ball.
Okay. All right. I got
that's another good point, because you have somebody that's coachable. He's been in the system,
and I would take Kuzma, Randle, Ingram, and Isaiah Thomas before I trade for Ball. Ball will be like what Cleveland did with JR throwing.
We didn't even talk about that either. Like
they got other assets.
Not even just that. Is LeBron really? Would he really come there with Isaiah Thomas? Isaiah Thomas free agent.
He's a free agent. So
Isaiah Thomas is becoming a pariah around the league too, man.
Yo, I call that.
But here's what's deep. Is the Lakers stuck with Lonzo?
I think so.
If they stuck with Lonzo, how does LeBron?
What I said today?
I don't know.
What I said today? Magic is gonna quit.
Wow.
Because I'm sitting here saying that issue, I see other teams glad that that's not their problem. That's how I look at it. Because a guy that's always in the headlines, always saying things that you can't control, is a wild card all the time.
What was the last thing he said? I mean, I haven't heard from him in a second.
It's been a couple weeks, maybe like 2 or 3 weeks. He
said something about the flag and all that stuff that players need to stay in the NFL. But the point might be with somebody, depending on the assets coming back to LA or something like that. As a general manager, you might take him on if you're in Milwaukee or someplace like that.
I don't think so, because he upsets the apple cart.
Listen to what I'm saying, Mark. LA media market, people really care about that team. The Bucks, who are you going to speak to?
Eric Bledsoe is right now with Brogdon. Eric Bledsoe. Why would you bring Ball in there?
The point I'm trying to make.
That's all I'm asking.
I know. All I'm asking.
I see the point. I'm trying to see the point he's trying to make.
As a general manager in Milwaukee, Lavar, you could talk to all the media you want. Nobody's going to listen. The Milwaukee Sun said.
I don't think it works.
Exactly. That's the point I'm trying to make.
I don't know about Milwaukee specifically, but I know what you're saying.
Exactly. I'm just trying to use that.
Let me bring this point up. There's a high school that didn't want that dude.
Okay.
So when you talk about an NBA franchise, you're talking about there's a high school that didn't want that dude, man. You can't tell me there's a place on this earth that somebody's going to sign up for that madness, man.
Listen, the next 3 weeks is Magic's legacy as a GM. I think possibly they could get Kawhi, but if getting Kawhi is his
we're talking about the next couple of days.
Yeah, you're right.
Because they're trying to do it.
The talk is that they're
before LeBron, right?
And they need that answer before Friday.
Because LeBron said,
what did they offer for Kawhi?
I don't know.
A bunch of teams is calling. Boston called. They said a bunch of teams.
Philly
called. Going to be after him.
But LeBron said he's going to give his choice before July 4th. He's not going to stretch it out. So yeah, Magic. It's ticking for Magic right now.
Well, really not, because he still got another summer.
Who he got next summer?
Karl Anthony Towns. You got there's a bunch of guys
would be a big piece
that really are free agents next year. So
this is not
I'm just
this
saying,
summer.
Leave. But to his point, he said he needed 2 summers.
He said he needed 2 summers, and Magic's going to get a little bit more leeway than anybody else because of his legacy in that town.
So
they would stretch that out a little.
Next year this time,
I don't think that's your whole week.
Listen, next year this time we will see. That's what it comes down to. Yo, this is our take.
These young kids is looking like Magic. I ain't even watch you play. Where Kobe at? You can't get Kobe in this meeting.
And Kobe might be in the meeting.
Kobe said he's not going to no meetings.
Get out of here.